Okay, so as a USC fan, this is not easy for me to say. It honestly hurts a little bit inside, but Notre Dame is back. That's been proven twice over now in this college football playoff. First, you go out and completely smack down an inferior Indiana team. For the most part, we all expected them to do that. But to go out and do what they just did to Georgia, and I don't want to hear any talk about, oh, but they had a backup quarterback in the game. It's not like Carson Beck was lighting it up prior to Gunnar Stockton going in there. I actually thought Gunnar played a pretty damn good game. This Notre Dame defense is absolutely suffocating. They have a winning formula on this team. This is how you need to play in the postseason in every single major sport. Defensively sound, physical at the point of attack, and great coaching. And again, as much as it pains me to say it, they have an elite coach in Marcus Freeman. His ability as a motivator and a leader of men, his feel for the game, his clock management, he has gotten better in every single facet of being a head coach this year. In a very similar way to how the Michigan loss was the best thing that could have happened to Ohio State, that Northern Illinois game was by far the best thing that could have happened to this ND squad. That got them focused, that woke them up, and they have been playing like a true national title contender ever since. I was born in 1998, and for me, this is the most complete Notre Dame team I've seen in my lifetime. They can run the ball almost at will. They can throw it enough when they need to. They're a very good situational throwing team. They're not going to sit back there and throw it 50 times across the yard. But they don't need to do that. When you have a quarterback like Riley Leonard that is such a running threat, that turns your offense into a full 11 on 11. Most of the time when you have a quarterback just handing the ball off, that completely takes him out of the play, and you're outnumbered 11 to 10. Not with Notre Dame, not with Riley Leonard. They're so good on those short yardage situations. And because Riley is a good enough passer, they're not just running quarterback power every single time. They'll run counter, they have some play action looks off of that as well. And then unlike Notre Dame teams of the past, they actually have some dynamic pass catchers. Jordan Faison is a damn good player. Mitchell Evans is one of the most underrated players in the entire country at the tight end position. And don't even get me started on the running backs. Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Prince, these guys are monsters. And of course at Notre Dame, we all know about the offensive line play. Even when they get injured, even when they have to start freshmen on the line, those guys just turn out to be All-Americans every single year. It's crazy. On offense, that is absolutely a winning combination and a team you do not want to see in the college football playoff. Now, Penn State, there's a ton of similarities there with how these two play. That's going to be a fascinating matchup. But man, flipping it over to the defensive side, this unit is just insane. With Benjamin Morrison being out at corner, we have seen Christian Gray get a little exposed, especially in the USC game. Jayden Maiava was just chucking the ball downfield at will. No real game plan, just fade ball, fade ball, fade ball. That's obviously not a sustainable offensive approach. They're not going to see a team that does that in the playoff. And I know they have a lot of injuries up front, but this is a group that just consistently gets pressure. They consistently hold the edge, and they just don't have many mental breakdowns. They're extremely well coached, and there's just playmakers across the board. Junior Tuihalamaka is one of the best linebackers in the country for me. You have guys like Kaiser, like Schuler, like Bowen. And then you have the special teams play. My God, that call from Marcus Freeman to have a mass sub, bringing them completely off the field and putting the first team offense out there. Georgia was completely swamped, and then they jumped off sides. A masterful coaching job by Marcus Freeman in this game. Completely schooled Kirby Smart. And by the way, Kirby Smart's a guy that doesn't get a lot of respect X's and O's wise. Contrary to popular belief, that's one of the best X's and O's coaches in the entire country. And Marcus Freeman just absolutely took him to school. So can't say enough about the job Coach Freeman has done. Massive win for Notre Dame, massive win for this program. And again, as a USC fan, this hurts me to my core. But sadly and unfortunately, Notre Dame football is back.